Oh, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. Oh, boy, how did we get to March? How did March come around so soon? Shit, it's been a big year, hasn't it? Oh, it's been a big year. And we're only in the third month. So I wrote a blog about how I was cancelling March. I thought, I need to catch up. You know, I don't know. A few of you said online that fucking you were the same. I'm like, I got to catch up, man. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened, actually. I've got very busy writing a book and I haven't had a break and I've been very hectic. So now it feels like I'm in October. But actually, it's only March. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to cancel March and just catch up. And I do this every now and then. And I like the idea of just going, you know what? I'm just going to cancel something and give myself some space. Because sometimes you just need to do that for your sanity, right? Now, it might not be a whole month, but I quite like the idea of it. I think the year should just be 10 months anyway. I think we should all work 10 months a year and have 2 months where we don't. Wouldn't that be cool? I think it's such a good concept. And obviously we wouldn't all have the same 10 months off because then the country would shut or something and that wouldn't be ideal. But we could, we'd have a plan. There'd be people that liked the summer that would work in the summer and, work in the winter, and people that like the winter that, I don't know, something fabulous would happen. Anyway, so I'm sat down to do my planning and I've just looked in my planner. And I love the quote this week. And for those of you who are playing along at home, with a purpose planner, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, my purpose planner is a big fat diary that I've been making for the last 10 years that I love, probably longer than 10 years actually. I'm not sure, but I love it. And it's a big fat planner. Now, it's not a diary. It's not designed to be carried around with you. It's a big fat planner for you to plan your life, because if you want to have a big life, you need a big place to put your life, right? So I designed my planner because I couldn't find anything big enough to plan my world in. And the planner has a half page per day for each day, but it also has these really cool parts where you can go through and look at your week, which is what I do every Monday on this podcast, where I'm looking at, how I'm doing, like giving myself a bit of a ranking, which might sound a bit harsh, but sometimes it's a really positive thing. Where I go, actually, I'm doing really well at that, right? Just giving myself a little catch up on, how's things actually going? Working out what my goals are and then splitting that into 4 focuses. So I might have 2 goals, but I might decide I'm going to do 2 things for each of those goals this week, which might become my 4 focuses. Or maybe one of my family members is a focus and the goals only get 1 thing, Yeah, I don't know. Every week is different, let me tell you. So it's, and then there's a whole week overview, which I love to be able to look at the whole week at a glance because I can get a vibe for how my week feels rather than looking at it in days. Because sometimes I'm just looking at it in a day view and then I get a little bit boggled. So anyway, there's a quote. I put a quote in each week. I love quotes. Just love them. I love things that make me think, and quotes are one of my favorite things. So one of the quotes I really like is a Theodore Roosevelt one, which just says, do what you can with what you have where you are. At the end of the day, that's all any of us can do, isn't it? Just do what you can with what you've got where you are. That's, it's not what you've got. If I'm going to be grammatically correct and honour old Teddy Roosevelt, it is do what you can with what you have where you are. And I think sometimes we try and do our best all the time, and I think sometimes you can't. Like, you can't be amazing on a day that you've got a headache. You can't be incredible on a day that you haven't slept well the night before. So sometimes you just got to do the best under the circumstances, right? And I think when I realised that, it really helped me let go of the sort of perfectionism of, oh my God, I have to be at 120% all fucking day and night. Like, that's just really boring, isn't it? And it's funny, I see my daughter doing that all the time. She's like this mini me. And she's like, oh my God, what's wrong with me, Mum? And I'm like, nah, nothing. You just need to get old. You just need to get old. Because when you get old, you'll just go, doesn't matter. Does it? Doesn't matter, really. And most of us are actually so good that even at 80%, we're still pulling it off. I think some of the hopeless people out there, some of the thick people, they need to try harder. But, if you're kind of a bit clever, then you can get away with only being at 80% and you're still good enough. But what I like to think about is, what do you want to do? What do I want to do in my week? What do I want to do? I say to myself. And I remember I got into some, I've got a random relationship with productivity. So I get a shitload done, but I don't do it in any sort of order. I don't have much order in my life. My brain, I have what I call a squirrel brain. You can call that ADHD, you can call that neurodiverse, you can just call that fucking easily distracted. That's what all my teachers said. But I sort of do things when I'm in the zone, and I'm either in the zone or I'm not in the zone. And when I'm in the zone, man, I am unbelievable. Now, when I'm not in the zone, also unbelievable, unmovable, useless. So I'm very good at getting myself in the zone, and I know what I need to do to make myself feel zone-ish. Sometimes I need to just get in a zone. And so different things will help me get into the state I need to be in to kind of be productive. And so I tried lots of different systems of how was I going to be more productive? How was I going to, get more bloody juice out of my lemon? How was I going to squeeze more of Lisa out? Because I wanted to I'm so greedy. I wanted to do so much, be so much, have so much that I was like, come on, come on. And unless I was working, I wasn't happy with myself. And I thought, this is just ridiculous, exhausting and ridiculous. And so some of you will have heard of the Eisenhower method, which is a prioritization matrix where it's all about being very productive. Like you put things into boxes of urgent, important, not important, not urgent, right? So, and then you have things that are urgent and important, and then you have things that are important, but they're not urgent. Oh, and it's all a bit of fuckery. Anyway, when I first discovered it, I thought, yes, that'll be marvellous. I'll get right into that. And then, I just got my boxes all muddled, and I thought, this is too hard. And so I have a very simple framework that I do. I go through my week, work out what's on, work out what I'm doing, and then I go, what do I want to do? Write these three things down. What do I want to do? What do I have to do? And what do I need to do? So what do I want to do is easy. I go, this week I want to go walking, or this week I want to go to a movie with a friend, or this week, what's something I really want to make sure happens in my week? This week I want to go shopping. What is the thing? What's something I really want to do? Or some things. It doesn't have to be one thing. And then what do I have to do? So like this week, I've got client work. I've got some mentoring, some fabulous humans that I have the privilege of mentoring, and I've got lots of mentoring appointments. So I have to do those appointments. And for me to be a really good mentor, I need to turn up like turned on, ready to go, engaged, and really open for all of the stuff that we, jump into in any mentoring call. So, and basically I'm in service to them going, right, what do you need and how can I help? And being a bounce board or a sort of co-facilitator, co-creator with them on what they need and the pokes they need and the enthusiasm they need or the belief they need or whatever they need to go where they want to go. So I've got lots of that in my have to do this week because I have commitments that I want to honour there. And then what do I need to do? So what I need to do is shit that, it's not urgent, but it's like, so I had a funny old week. I was in Queenstown at an event, got down there, left my makeup bag behind. Now, why did I leave my makeup bag behind? Because I wasn't organised. And why wasn't it organised? Because I've been hurling, squirming all over the fucking place. And I've got an entire collection of suitcases not unpacked from several trips. Now, I've got a lot of stuff. I'm not a minimalist, right? So I have a lot of stuff. And so I could go on 4 different trips and never unpack one of the bags. Like it's pretty ridiculous, but that's just the way my life is. So I've got a lot of shit and I've got it kind of organised. But what happens is I had 4 suitcases and I hadn't got around to unpacking them, which is terribly bad behaviour. Oh, Lisa, you mustn't be so tardy with the unpacking, but it's what happens. And when I'm very busy, I just think, fuck it, I'll do it later. But my fuck it, do it later pile gets a little out of control, and then I have to have a need to do pile. So I need to tidy. I'm like a teenager. I've got to tidy my bedroom and put my shit away because I'm just being naughty, right? So I've got to tidy up some stuff because if I'd have done that, I would have noticed that I didn't have any makeup in my suitcase to go to an event in Queenstown where I had to use one lipstick to colour in my face. Now, I love to colour in my face. I love makeup. So I was really pissed off. And I didn't have any time to go and buy anything else. And I just had to make do. And I did a very random video on Instagram Lisa ONZ. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you can. Lisa ONZ. I am there. And there's a funny video of me trying to fix my face with not much. So what do you want to do is the bit I think. I start with that. Because I'm really a bit of a hedonist. I love pleasure and I love things that make me happy, and I'm really focused on that. A lot of you never do what you want to do. You only do what you have to do and what you need to do. So I want you to think about that this week. What's something you want to do this week? Do you want to have a massage? Do you want to meet a friend for lunch? Do you want to take your daughter out for coffee? Do you want to have your nails done? What's something you want to do? What is something? Do you want to go and buy a new laptop bag? Because that would just change your life, you know? It's like, what is something you really want to do this week? And put it in your plan. Actually lock it in. Because I think want to do, have to do, and need to do are all as important as each other. And I think we get so bogged down in responsibility and obligation that we end up doing all the fucking sensible stuff, all the have to do's and all the need to do's, and we never do the want to do's. And I think one of the reasons we feel so fatigued sometimes is because we're not doing the want to do's. And we're like, people say, oh, but one of my funniest comments when people say to me, oh, I'm so tired, what should I do? I go, do more. And they go, more? Like, what are you on about? I can't do more. And I'm like, no, do more. Do more of what lights you up. What lights you up? And you should have 3 things at least a week. Ideally, you want 1 a day, but at a minimal, you want 3 things a week that light you up. 3 things a day where you go, yes, right here and now, this is a moment. It's a pocket of perfect. It is a yes. So what do you want to do? What do you have to do? And what do you need to do? I think they're really, really useful. The other thing that is I have a note on my desk, and when I'm getting in a flap and I can't work out, can't sort my shit out, it says do, decide, delegate, delete. So I either have to do something. If I can't do something right now, I have to decide when I'm going to do it. So that means it has to go into my calendar at a time. It gets put into a digital calendar. Or I delegate it by going, hey, can you do this? Right? Or I delete it. No, fuck, it's not going to happen. You know those things. They sit on your to-do list and you think, I'm never doing it. No one else is doing it. We're just not doing it. Get rid of it. And work out what the important things are. So for me, the important things for me, anything that's super important is anything to do with my family, my clients, or anything Michaela wants me to do. Whatever Michaela wants, I do. Because if I'm not doing the stuff she wants, I'm blocking my whole business. So she's the manager of the business and she knows what has to be done, and I do as I'm told. Only for her. She's the only person I do it for. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one to think about what you want to do, what you have to do, and what you need to do. So this week, I'm excited because I've got some want to do, some have to do's. I've got a beautiful friend staying with me for 2 days, 3 days actually. So I get to do some want to do's with her, and which is extraordinary. So I'm pretty excited. I haven't seen her for 4 years, and we get to hang out. So that's going to be really beautiful. I'm going to get to do lots of yummy things. So that's my first 3 days, which is gorgeous. And then I'll fill up the rest of the week with the have to's and the need to's. And I am going to tidy my room. I'm going to make a couple of presents too. Quite like to make things. I've got 2 birthdays coming up I'm making gifts for. I can't say anymore or I'll have to kill you. So there you go. That's me. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Go do something for you.